What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It's May 5th. We're here. I'm live. I got a guy, Logan, sitting on deck. I can see him just like he's down there in like the waiting room. And we're live. So if you're here with us, if you're here live with us, we've got Julia's in the house. Casey, what's happening? Casey, good to see you. Jim is in the house as always. Mark, what's going on? William. I imagine Mark right here screaming at his screen, Matt, Jolene, what's going on? Anna, good to see you. Hey, if I'm coming through, if you can hear me okay, if it's loud and clear and there's no weird internet interruptions or anything, hit the little like button, give me a thumbs up. Lets me know that there's lots of people who are here live with us and you can hear me okay. The audio is clear. I'm not going in and out. My connection's not bad, anything like that. If you are newer or maybe this is your first time tuning in, pumped to have you here. If you don't know who I am, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at Legendary. So typically we go live on these wake up shows 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And Dave will host most days and I host Wednesdays typically. Everybody says they can hear me just fine, so rock on. Yeah, we bring on guests, people who are affiliate marketers, digital marketers, coaches, consultants, people who have been through our training, people who haven't been through our training. Most of the people have been through our training or found our training somehow online. And then we just do a little interview and just see what's up with them. And it's pretty rare. I've been in this industry for a long time. I first bought a Google Ads course and started selling some high ticket travel products in 2010-ish. So about 11 years ago, and have been just around the industry for a long time. And it's pretty rare to have a company actually, interview their students. And the reason is because most people who sell sort of digital education online, they're worried about results, or they're worried that their stuff doesn't really work or whatever. But in our case, we like to just kind of put it on display and let the market decide if they like us or if they don't. So I'm excited to be here, and I know that this interview today is going to be really interesting. Logan's started in like pest control and doing door-to-door sales, and I thought his analogy of doing basically online door knocking as opposed to being a door-to-door salesman was fascinating to me. So let's Logan, without further ado, and for everybody who's here live with us, this is actually live. This is not, we don't actually pre-record these, although that would probably be a more efficient way for us to do this and probably, maybe more reliable. But we actually do get on at 10 a.m. Eastern. We actually do go live, and I've got Logan here with me. So Logan's going to come on. If you all can greet him with a round of applause, or, give us some clapping emojis, or give us some fire or some hearts or something. Give us something fun. And Logan, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going
on? Where are you from?
Originally Wisconsin, but my wife and I, we live out here in Idaho.
Okay, cool. Right on. So you're out in Idaho. Let's see what. ClickFunnels is in Idaho. I was like,
yeah.
something.
So I used to live in Boise, and I would go by ClickBank and ClickFunnels all
the time. Drive right by.
Yeah.
You actually got your start by Googling what's ClickBank.
Yeah,
I just drove past.
some big marketers over there. It's booming.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. So bring us into your world of, you were doing door-to-door sales, and you can take us back as far as you want, but
sure.
You were doing door-to-door stuff, pest control stuff. Tell us about that, and how did it lead to affiliate marketing?
Sure. So if it's okay with you, I'm actually going to go one step ahead of that. So I got a bachelor's in recreational management. My dad's the CEO of a YMCA. And so I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just do that, since I didn't really know what else to do. And so I got a job at the YMCA, and my dad got me tons of connections. And that's actually how I lived near Boise. I opened up a new branch in a YMCA. I was the membership coordinator there.
Cool.
And I did that for a year, and I realized I hate being told what to do. I hate being underappreciated, and I loved my staff, but man, like I didn't want to work there for 20 years before I started making good money like my dad, you know? So
Yeah.
then every day I'd come home and kind of like YouTube about how to make money online and all that stuff every day. It was like, that's where I first learned about affiliate marketing. And that's actually where I first learned about Legendary, you know, back in the Jay Brown days and, you know, the old school. That was like 3 or 4 years ago. But
Yeah.
I ended up just, so my buddy, my good friends, he did door-to-door sales. And I said, dude, what is all this about? What's this commission stuff? And he's like, well, just come out and give it a try. So I quit my job, got in a U-Haul, went all the way back, started training, and then I started doing pest control sales. So I would recruit people, I'd train them, and I'd go hit doors all day, every day for like 6 months out of the year. First year we went to Sacramento in like 110-degree weather. And then I said, man, and I went without my wife, so it sucked because like it was hard. And then the next
You're
year,
crazy, dude.
yeah, no, I wanted, like, I keep trying to find like a good vehicle to, like, you know, get what I want out of life, basically. And
Yeah.
it was cool because for 6 months I busted my butt, but then 6 months, like, I could just do whatever I wanted, you know, which mostly ended up being recruiting and training people.
I got
But this you know, I became a regional, so I oversaw 80 sales reps, and we'd go every summer door to door. But last year with well, first of all, the job itself, just so everybody knows, like, some people love it, some people don't. Like, it's very mentally and physically draining. Like, you knock on a door, you don't know, it could be, you know, anyone behind the door, and they could hate you, they could call the cops on you. You know, it's very unhealthy in my almost in my eyes. And so not only that, but I was like, I have a 1-year-old son, so he was born in February of last year, and the entire summer I didn't see him like at all. Like, I'd leave at 8 a.m., get back at 10 p.m. And I was like, dude, I don't even know who my son is, really. And so with all of that going on, and then COVID hit, I had 2 branches where they were doing pest control and sales reps. One of them completely fell apart. All like 50 sales reps quit. And so just my income got slashed by like 70%. And I was like, dude, I got to figure something out because I'm not happy over here either. And so back towards the end of July, I took the 15-day business builder challenge. I already liked you guys because I already watched you guys a ton on YouTube, and I've always liked Legendary. And so I was like, man, I wonder if I can apply this to my job now. So instead of knocking doors, and so it's funny because I brought my 18-year-old's brother. So we're like 10 years apart. He's right out of high school, and him and I decided, hey, let's try this out for pest control. And so we used all the strategies that we learned there, and we were just making sales online at home while these sales reps were busting their butts. We were just having fun, actually.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then so
what do you mean? Like, what were you like? What types of strategies and stuff?
So the nice thing, well, the good and bad thing about pest control and the difference between like what we can do here on like TikTok and YouTube and all that stuff is that's more nationwide, whereas pest control is local company. So I'm basically an affiliate for a local company here, and it's called Insight. And so anytime someone signs up, I got a commission, a fixed commission, just like any affiliate company. And so all I did, I had to work like more locally instead of worldwide. So I'd use Facebook groups locally. I'd go on the buy, sell, trade, the garage sales, everything out of every little city near me. And I would just use the lead generation strategies and the copywriting and say, hey, like spiders, ants, and wasps, oh my, you know, like something like that. And say, hey, if you guys want pest control, let me know. And then I'd, you know, I would do my exact same pitch on the door, but online, just in messages. So
I love it. That's super cool. Man, my brain goes a million places. It reminds me of this guy. So there's this guy, his name's Joe Polish. Have you ever heard of this guy?
No.
He basically took, you know, strategies of copywriting and direct response marketing and applied it to his carpet cleaning business.
Yeah.
And same deal, just door knocking, constantly going door to door to door to door. Just took that, basically went online with some advertising and sales letters. And he might have actually done some like direct mail stuff too, but just exploded. Now he's got a whole marketing mastermind that people pay. I mean, I think for his, it's like $25,000 for his like, I can't remember what he calls that, but anyway, just funny how those skills are so transferable. It's just it's hilarious. It's crazy. And the cool part is like sometimes people are like, people are a little bit hesitant or they're nervous about going into like sort of more like physical services to type things like I think about air conditioning, HVAC,
Yeah.
painting, freaking handyman services, pest control, stuff like that. Like, but the cool part is like 95% of businesses in those industries suck at marketing,
Oh
and
yeah,
they
they're
have
terrible.
no clue how to get business. And you
Yeah.
apply any good marketing strategy in those industries, and you'll have a line out the door forever,
Yeah.
because they're so easy to market, but people just don't know how to market them.
Yeah, you could literally reach out to probably, that's the thing, like window washing, lawn mowing. Out here in Idaho, there's a lot of seasonal like snow blowing, and like it gets heavy, heavy snow. And
Yep.
if you can find the CEO of any of those companies, a lot of times they'll pay you a high fixed commission, like upwards for pest control. It's upwards. Usually rookies start around like 30%, and it goes all the way up to 50 or 55% sometimes per,
Jeez.
and they sign up for the year, so you get the value on the whole year. And so one thing I do like that it's cool is a lot of people are like, oh man, I have to promote courses, or I have to promote this or that. There's 1,000 things in this world that you can take from this challenge and promote, and people need to open up and widen their perspective a little bit, because that's how I got started. And obviously I promote Legendary because I love it, and softwares now I'm affiliate for a lot more things, but it can just I like it because whenever I'm talking to people and teaching people, it's like you don't have to just only do it with courses. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally,
Yeah.
totally. And I think one of the best realizations that I had and that I see people have is just it's almost like this sense of relief a little bit, because they'll purchase something and they assume that because maybe they've come from network marketing or MLM or whatever, and it's this sort of
Yeah.
inbred weird feeling like I've got to recruit and do what you did and do it exactly how he did it or whatever, and then they end up getting into it and they just don't like it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, you know what? Like you might fail, or it might take you longer to do something like pest control if you don't have the model set for you.
Hmm.
But if you're really into pest control, you'll probably enjoy it a lot more, and you probably long term have way more success,
Yeah.
because like you're actually like talking about something, and you're pumped about it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Well, and also you have to think, like when I'm knocking on a door, it's the coldest of cold call like interactions. Like they don't like me. I'm interrupting their dinner, whatever. They hate me, and that's hard to take mentally. And as opposed to that, where it's like, hey guys, if you're having tons of bugs, I'm giving a discount. People are like, seriously, help me out and get to my house. Like it's a warm of warm leads, and just the fact of that is like my life becomes 1,000 times easier.
Oh, 1,000 times
Yeah.
easier. Number one, you've got people who already have a problem and need a solution. And then number two, you've got a huge portion of the public who loves a deal. Like,
Hmm.
who doesn't love a deal? I know people who will buy stuff just because it's a deal. Like,
Yeah.
when I've got, it's always just interesting when you move into a new house, and we're kind of going down the pest control route, but cool, who cares? It's like when you move into a new house, like you just don't know what you don't know, right?
Exactly.
Um, so for instance, like when we moved in, there was evidence of termites, but not
Mhm.
active termites
In the past.
that had previously been cleared out, but they hadn't really like cleaned the lines off the wall and everything, or painted
Hmm.
over them or whatever. And then there's also just like little things like about the pool that I don't get disclosed every single detail about the pool. And
Hmm.
so, if I see a little ad, or I see something in a Facebook local group or something about like, hey, for first time pool cleanings is $10, right? Or it's $30, because that's a huge thing here in Phoenix, kind of like the snow thing up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The pool thing down here, same deal.
Yeah.
It's like, well, shoot, I'll give it a shot. I'll see if I like the guy. And like,
Hmm.
if I don't like the guy, I think he's weird, or I think he's untrustworthy, he's not trustworthy or something, then, I'll, whatever. I'm only out $20 and my pool got cleaned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I'm still actually pretty happy about it, because I at least got some diagnostic done on my pool. Same with like pest control. It's like,
Hmm.
if I got a great discount, and then from the business end, the business owner's end, they know for every $20 coupon that they give out, they're going to convert X amount, whether that's 10% or 50% or whatever of
Yeah.
those people into long-term pest control services. So
Yeah.
they just know, like, I can afford to pay this to an affiliate or to a salesperson, whatever. It's yeah. And then as the affiliate, it's a huge win. You get to actually leverage the power of the internet. For yeah, especially like with that, like if it's something and something you just
Hmm.
believe in inherently, like obviously pest control, like that's a pretty big thing. You don't want to be living with freaking rodents running around in your house and stuff, like
Yeah.
it's I don't know, it's just fascinating. And I'm always, these kind of conversations always excite me because it's there's this final gap of sort of creativity that I want more people to realize in their life, of like taking skills or taking training and applying a little bit of themselves to it, right? Just
Yeah.
applying a little bit of sprinkling in themselves into the situation, and like, what am I actually interested in? What, like, what problems could I really help solve in the world? And then going out to a company and being like, hey, I can bring you XYZ amount of leads. You could even do this with paid advertising, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You
Just
could. So, I mean, people do.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
some people
do.
do. Totally.
Hmm.
A lot of people do. Some people do it with SEO. Some people do it with paid Google ads.
Facebook
And
ads too.
yeah, Facebook, exactly. Facebook ads. I think Facebook ads might have been bigger when you could target homeowners, right?
Yeah.
So they removed some of those demographics, and
Just
then
barely, right?
yeah, just a couple. So it's just, I hope that people see that, just because that's such a powerful takeaway. And I don't know, it's such a fun. So are you still doing the pest control?
Just a little bit on the side. So just so everyone,
Cool.
like, there's pros and cons to it, because it's a lot of it is like you basically are selling someone a year-long contract, and so you get the contract value and then you get a percentage of that. But the thing that I don't like about it is there's a lot outside of my hands. Like, what if the technician doesn't show up? What if they didn't do a good service or something like that, and then all of a sudden I'm out money? So that's why it's an awesome thing, because people like that it's tangible. They see the person, they see it's not like any question of ethics,
Yep.
and you're helping people. There's a need, but
Yep.
digital products are awesome because it's just like boom, you download it, you get what you get, and that's it. And there's really there's a lot less guesswork, I feel like.
Yep.
So it's been fun for me to kind of jump into this industry as well, and kind of help other promote things that I'm actually passionate about, because like you can probably understand, I'm not passionate about bugs. Like,
Right.
but I enjoy helping people, and I enjoy that it was a good vehicle for my family and stuff. But I've
Yeah.
definitely enjoyed helping people see the power of online and leveraging what people can do and finding their passions. And it's fun for me to see people's light bulb go off in their head, like, wow, maybe I can do something I actually enjoy, instead of being sucked into a job that I hate my whole life, and you just think that's how it is.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
I
that's what
like
I've been
that light
enjoying.
bulb. Yeah, I'm a big. That's me too. That's what makes me tick, is when those light bulbs start kind of bing, 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 and people start to see that. That's always been a trick for as long as I've been teaching people in courses and helping mentor people in this space. Has
Hmm.
always been sort of making that connection. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
And
What
I will say one thing that I might wanted to add too. In the
Yeah.
door-to-door industry, there's been door-to-door sales for like 15 or 20 years, right? Some people are like, wait, that still exists? Yeah, it still does.
Oh
But
yeah.
like I've always loved the online aspect. Like I said, I found you guys like 4 years ago. So even before I did Pest, I was like trying
Yeah.
to always incorporate, how can I do some of this recruiting? How can I do some of this sales online? And every time I would bring it up, people would shut my ideas down, because
Hmm.
no, just stick to the doors. Like, just hard work, grit, put in more time. So I just feel like, you, like you kind of said, sprinkling that in creativity. If you kind of have a vision, like I would stay up at night sometimes and just think, like, man, how can I make this? The reason I wanted to name this online door knocking is because when I'm in front of someone's door, it's just one person to one person. When you're online, some of these Facebook groups, or when you make a TikTok video or YouTube video, I'm pitching or talking to or teaching one to thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people.
Mm.
It's just like so much smarter in this digital age. If you're not leveraging that stuff, then in my eyes, you're kind of falling behind.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people are just kind of stuck in their ways, especially maybe some of these older CEOs or business people. But if you can help them see that, wow, like maybe I'm doing this incorrectly, or there's something out there else that could help, like you have a lot of power.
A lot of power. A lot of
Yeah.
power. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I did when I first kind of fell in love with paid advertising, and a little bit after that, basically, yeah, I mean, I started an ads agency here in
Mm.
Phoenix where I was doing that with for instance, one guy was a fitness instructor, had 6 locations, and couldn't drive a lead to save his life. He'd hired 3 different social media agencies who, just posted and created cute content and never generated any leads for him. So, after working with me, his review was, I told myself I'd never hire another marketing agency ever again after my experiences with those. And within just like 2 days of Matt starting my ads, I had like not only leads, people signing up for a free session, but people who actually then went on to pay me money. And I
Mhm.
just was shocked. And I was like, that was, and for me, right, like having gone through basically, I would say that my training hasn't been much more than sort of training that we offer, for instance, like in our Traffic University, or like, a Facebook ads course
Yeah.
in a nutshell. Wasn't that complicated. I was like, dude, just freaking target people in Phoenix, have a great video that talks about what you do, and let people sign up for a free session. And that dude, the crazy part is for CEOs or for people who actually do the business, closing people into long-term like physical fitness that's nothing for them. They don't
Yeah.
even, for him, it was like, I asked him, I was like, well, how many of these do you actually close? Like, I want to know a percentage. And he was like, it's pretty rare that I don't close them. Like,
Hmm.
I would say like 9 out of 10 people who come in for a free session end up
Especially
booking
free.
something with me. And I
Yeah.
was like, damn. So I think for most of these people, they live, eat, and breathe their business. They know it inside and out. It's all they know. That's why they're in the business they're in. And if you can bring more people who are excited to their doorstep, like that's really all that they need. And
Hmm.
then, that's affiliate marketing.
Yep.
That's what affiliate marketing is. I essentially, he was paying me a retainer fee, but could have easily just went the other way,
Yeah.
and I could have just, become an affiliate for him. I think for some people, just using that creative mind or that creative power and finding, affiliate offers in their niche. Marissa was on here a week or so ago, and she came in, watched the challenge, and she bought our blueprints. And she was like, dude, she was literally, one of the first things she did was just think to herself, like, what could I promote that I would know about? And she had been, I I don't want to get this wrong. I think I'm remembering this right, but she had been essentially like mugged or something, like
Like
assaulted of
assaulted.
some sort. And so she was passionate about self-defense.
Hmm.
Went online, Googled around a little bit, found a self-defense course, talked to the person into allowing her to be an affiliate. The guy even bumped her commission, and started promoting a self-defense course, and just blew it up, tens of thousands of dollars in sales.
Sheesh.
And so it's just that tiny bit of creativity. And then she was like, look, I know how to speak to these people. I know how to speak to women. I know how to speak to um, women who've been victims of self-defense, or victims of assault, or
Hmm.
maybe fear that, maybe not victims of it, but maybe just fear that. And having some sort of course is like, that's such a great course to know how to defend yourself, strategies, things like that. She really believed in it, so she went whole hog. So I just think, man, I love that. I love that messaging. And I love just, not even getting into different business models, which I've done. Like, forget about getting into running ads and, e-commerce or whatever else. You could just
Hmm.
stick inside of a pretty basic affiliate marketing model and get really creative on what you actually promote.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what I like about what you said is she knew the pain points, and then she could just speak to that. It's the same thing with me. Like, if you're wanting to be an affiliate for pest control, know the pain points of like, oh wow, there's some bugs in my pool, or I keep getting these things in my house, like my wife hates spiders, like know those pain points. And then for me also on the other side, as a door-to-door salesman, I know all the pain points of being a door-to-door salesman. Like I could also, if I ever wanted to put together a program of just teaching people how to get sales online instead of knocking doors all day, like I know that you're out there all day, you're getting rejected, it's sunny outside, you're getting anxiety, depression, like you don't know how to respond, like all these things, all these pain points. As a door-to-door salesman, I could say, dude, why not just stay at home, post something for an hour a day and get people flooding into you? Like that would be another pain point just because I've been there and I know it. And so there's a lot of people who are watching this or who will watch this that you guys in your own industries knows the pain. You guys know the pain points, and you can become affiliates for things that can help, solve those problems. Because in the end, that's all marketing is solving problems, right?
Totally. That's all that marketing is.
Yeah.
I wanted to just on the note of this whole like getting creative thing. This is a blog by Spencer Meacham. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's a
Yeah.
pretty popular affiliate marketer.
Buildapreneur.
Yeah. So he has this blog post. I show this to people quite often, but it's just basically on dog affiliate programs. But
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes people want to get in certain niches too, where like and I'm thinking about, your idea with pest control or whatever. Like there's so many different ways to go about this, but
Yeah.
like people forget that, you can be an affiliate for a $200 smart dog collar, right? Like a GPS tracking dog collar. This is a ClickBank course here. There's Furbo, there's Ollie, there's Fitbark, right? So there's I just inside of, and even on his thing, I mean, he shares different um, uh, industries too on his blog, like insurance or spirituality or like all these different niches. And man, I just think if people were to dive into a niche or an industry that they're like freakishly passionate about and on fire about, it would make this whole journey so much easier. And then if they can get into that and then realize, oh my gosh, like throughout my email follow-ups, as I build a list in the dog training niche, I can throw them I can throw them a deal or something for the smart dog collar. Or as I was playing around with this dog niche, I signed up for Chewy's affiliate program. So Chewy is an online dog, basically dog food and treat. You can buy dog food online, whatever. But they got a bunch of other stuff too. And you can sign up in their affiliate program, and they have like a very detailed affiliate manager who will send out like weekly deals or new sales for the weekend or holiday sales that are running with prices and product listings and like resources you can use, images, stuff like that. And you can grab those, throw them in your email autoresponder, and make a couple sales on physical products too. So sometimes, like, I just think as people are building their list, they forget, or maybe they don't know that there's this whole world out there of physical products, digital products, even coaching, consulting, like actual in-person dog training programs.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I get pumped up about this because I think people would really benefit from connecting passions to affiliate marketing. That's sort of just where the fire really lights.
Oh yeah, and you said a lot of cool things. So one thing that I also got sick of is even in pest control industry, I'm always building someone else's business. Like when I sign someone else up, I'm getting that email for that company. So that's
Right.
one big reason why I started building my own email list and my own businesses, because then you can promote 9 different things. You're not just subject and kind of like chain and ball to one little thing. Where that's why it's important to, do it the right way, which we teach here at Legendary, like get the opt-in page, the bridge page, or whatever, and build that list, because then all of a sudden you're in control and you're
Yep.
not just being told what to do and how to say it. You have all this freedom where say this pest control company, all of a sudden you notice, like I'm just going with pests, right? That
Yep.
they start not to do the service really well, or things aren't working out. You can always just switch to a different company, or
Yep.
you can even, let's say that like I completely get away from this local pest company and I wanted to make like a TikTok on bugs and just how gross they are, you could recommend all the products, online, all the different products, so they could do it DIY at your house, right? Do it yourself. There's a
Yep.
lot of people who are
Yep.
do-it-yourselfers. So
Yep.
the thing is that kept me up at all night for like 4 years before I finally got the courage to start online was just the endless possibilities that because of this digital age we all have at our fingertips. A lot of times, like I was just scared to start for a long, long time.
Yep.
And so if that's what I love about Legendary in general. The community is amazing. The training is amazing. I met like so many cool friends just from marketing and doing what we all love, and it's fun. And we all help each other, which is so cool compared to like the
Yep.
normal dog eat dog world.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I've really enjoyed.
I love it, dude. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, yeah, it's just so many golden nuggets. Yeah, dang, man. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm like out of words. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give you the last word. I was trying to pull something and I was just like, I feel like everything has been said. It's been so clear.
For me, it's just I think marketing is amazing. I think it can help benefit a lot of people's lives. Like every day, like I just started this TikTok 2.5 months ago. I'm not obviously the biggest. I got like 25 or 28,000, which for me is crazy. It's just cool how you can get in front of people, help people out, and I would say anyone who's going to start, just dismiss all the weird people that say crazy weird stuff, like and really hone in on the community and all the support that you guys can have. If you guys are maybe thinking about Legendary or pursuing more education, I would say go for it. Like you want to keep growing and expanding and trying new things. And if you get thinking about it, just start it and it's so funny. Like my first video I've ever did was really garbage, but it's so fun to see like the progression. And this is nothing to do with anything, but like my entire life, I think I've always been addicted to like leveling up. Like
Yeah.
the rank up now people that you guys have on your thing from forever ago. Their whole thing is like leveling up in real life, right? The cool thing about marketing, guys, is every video, every post, every blog post, every podcast, you guys are literally leveling up. You're helping more people, getting more viewers, and it feels good. There's like no way that you can't succeed in the long run. You know what I mean? Because the more action you take, the more people you're going to be in front of, the more people you're helping. You're gonna succeed. So that's kind of my thoughts on that.
I love it. It's just yeah, I don't know. Just sometimes I get the sense that somebody, like you actually said it, but sometimes I just get the sense that somebody just really loves marketing.
Yeah.
And you actually said I love marketing, and that's really funny because that goes full circle. I referenced Joe Polish earlier.
Yeah.
And he runs a podcast called the I Love Marketing podcast. I don't know if that's still going. I haven't listened to that in probably like 3 or 4 years, but anyway, cool. Logan, thanks for coming on, man. Keep rocking. If I can help you in any way, let me know. I'm always pretty available. So
awesome. I appreciate you, man.
Thanks for the value you brought today. That was incredible.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. See ya. All right, guys. That's a guy who loves marketing. That's for damn sure. And is killing it. He's crushing it. So thanks for everybody for tuning in. We're here live 10 a.m. Eastern every freaking day. Well, not every freaking day. Every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's not a 7 days a week show. I mean, we do need to have lives somewhat. So if you're newer, though, you can text this number on your screen. You'll actually text the letters WUL to 813-296-8553. What'll happen is you'll get a text message reminder every time we go live. So right as we're about to go live, we'll tell you a little bit about the guest, and then we'll send you a link to join. You just tap that link. It'll go straight over to the live. It's super easy. If you prefer to listen to these as opposed to watch them, you can find us on like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, a few others. The other ones are a little less well known. So whatever you listen to podcasts on, just go search it. If it's not there, find it on Spotify or Apple, or just find us on Facebook. It's the Legendary Marketer fan page. And we'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Take it easy. Have a good one.